Hello, skateboarders. Welcome to TSM Live Show, Season 8, Episode 3. I'm your host, Tommie Zam. This interviewer guests are Jean-Marc Johannes, Saar Mills, and musical guest Levi Robin. You guys ready to get this show started? Let's do this.
No style like pro style, bro. No style like pro style.
Hey, what's up, Jean-Marc? How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself, Tommie. Nice to be here. Thank you so much.
What time is it in South Africa right now?
It is just going towards 11 p.m. at night.
Damn, yeah, it's only 1:41 here.
Oh, for real? Wow. Okay. That's a big time difference, man.
You can tell in the background,
Wow.
It's still daylight back there.
Yeah. And it's dark out. It's dark out. Yeah.
So, a little bit about you. I know some people do know who you are, some people don't. So you're from Cape Town, South Africa, correct?
Yes, I'm from Cape Town, South Africa, and I was born and raised in Athlone in Cape Town, and yeah, that's my home, and love every minute of it, and just proud to be South African for sure.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. And tell us a little about what was it like growing up in South Africa or Cape Town?
I mean, growing up in South Africa in Cape Town was, it's awesome, and I mean, for skating, I mean, when I started skating, there wasn't much skate parks. I mean, especially where I grew up in Athlone. I mean, to this day, there's not much skate parks. There's one just further away from where I grew up, but in my area there wasn't much. But there's a lot of street spots. There's a lot more skate parks now in Cape Town. I think Cape Town might have the most skate parks in South Africa right now, and it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome to see where skateboarding is going, and how supportive the city is towards skateboarding as well. So for me, growing up in Cape Town and also seeing the development, of skateboarding over time is, it's more than a dream come true for me for sure.
That's awesome. And so growing up, as a skateboarder and say, growing up in Cape Town as a skateboarder and stuff, do you remember when you first time got on a board or seen a skateboard or anything like that?
Definitely. I mean, I saw skateboarding quite a bit when I was in school, and I mean, I didn't really get into any other sports or anything like, active. And I saw skateboarding and I kind of took to it immediately. I just saw it. I was like, wow, this, everyone was like just olling on pavements and stuff. And it was just, I was immediately drawn to it. And obviously, naturally you go home and you go ask your parents, can I get a board? And what happened was I eventually went home and asked my parents, and my mother takes out her old skateboard, and this was her board when she started skating. So it wasn't
hold on. Your mother was a skateboarder?
Yes, she was.
What? So hold on real quick. So it's in your blood, huh?
I suppose. And and she brings out her old board, and it was like a fish board, like super old school like fish board, and I think it was like plastic. What I remember was like like plastic board, big wheels, super small, and I mean I couldn't do anything, but I just wanted to be part of what everyone else was doing. I wanted to join them on the street, and I was just, skating around, getting used to being on a board. And I was just like involved with everybody, that's all I wanted to do. So,
Mhm.
one thing led to another, and, I found myself here for sure.
That's awesome. So did your mom show you some tricks on her skateboard or what?
No, she didn't show me any tricks, but I kind of like picked it up from everybody and like watching people at school, and
Yeah.
like they would kind of show me how to do this and that, but I would then go home and start trying things, but then I would just start being creative and just start doing my own thing. Didn't really know what different like stances were or anything like that. I was just
Mhm.
having fun, like that's all I wanted to do was be on the board and just have fun.
Yeah. That's awesome. And do you remember when you got your first real skateboard? Or I mean, you had a real skateboard, but your actual like real skateboard, you know?
Yeah, I think it was maybe so. I ended up like learning how to skate and really like learning how to do like like an okay like ollie, and the board didn't really last. So I asked my parents for like a complete board or something, like for
Mhm.
Christmas, and I got one. Um, got my first board. I was maybe like I was like 10 years old,
Yeah.
and at that time I was already like really into skateboarding,
Mhm.
and I started understanding like watching everybody skate, and then there was like a local skate park that everyone would go to. It was far from my house, but
Yeah.
I would go there maybe like once a month with like friends and stuff, and then that was the first time. I was 10 years old, got my first board, and I think I was introduced to competition skateboarding in that same year as well. So it was like a super roller coaster. I was barely knew what I was doing on a board, and just getting into everything all at once, like the crash course for sure.
That's awesome. And what kind of board was it? Do you remember?
um it was called Angel Boy.
Okay.
It was a full complete Angel Boy, and it was super popular, and I everybody had Angel Boy. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, cool. If I'm gonna get the complete board, I need to get an Angel Boy. Everybody has Angel Boy, and that seems like the best right now. So I need to ride one of these things. I can't pull up with anything but the Angel Boy. Like, so I got I got it for Christmas, and I was stoked. I was like, everybody was like, "Oh, you got the new Angel Boy." It's like, yeah, I pulled up the session. I was stoked.
You're like this, yeah,
I was like, yeah, full complete Angel Boy right now. Wheels, bearings, all of that.
That's awesome. So can I ask you, so I mean, I don't know what an angel boy is.
Yeah. It was like it was just a super popular company back then, and
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it was
Was
if
it
it
a
was
South
South
African
African.
company?
I'm not too sure actually. I should actually double check. That's a good question. I should double check if it was. But it was super popular in all the skate shops in back then.
Mhm.
Um, I think because it came complete. You didn't have to like buy trucks and everything separately. So for me, I was stoked. It was a full complete skateboard, so it was all good. But I think everybody, it was one of those like like a new brand coming into the skate shop, and then everybody was stoked on it, and then I saw everybody riding it, so I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get an Angel Boy,
Hell
and
yeah.
it served its purpose for sure.
Do you remember your first trick that you did on the angel boy?
um, on the Angel Boy, I landed a kickflip. That the kickflip was on the
What?
Angel Boy. For sure.
So the
And
angels came down the angels came down and helped you out do your kickflip, huh?
oh, definitely, definitely, they helped me get through that entire process for sure. Like,
That's awesome, man. And so what skate shop did you supported back then that you went to?
um, there were two really popular skate shops back then. There was a really big skate shop called Boogaloo's, and they're like a few skate shops, and then they were quite far from my house. So, but they had all like the new stuff. Um, and then there was like a more like local skate shop to where I was skating. It was called Skate of Mind, and that was actually my first skate shop sponsor. So I mean, I was in there every single possible time I could find, just like asking questions and just like looking at new boards, reading the magazines and everything. And just became like a local at the skate shop and at the skate park eventually.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there was like the two main skate shops. I mean, I'm sure there were more, but these were like the two I knew, two I was like always at. So it was all good.
Yeah, definitely. That's rad. And then did they do a lot for your skate community?
They did. They did. They supported quite a bit of skateboarders that really were up and coming and really pushing for sure. They especially the Skate of Mine skate shop. They had. I mean, there was a skateboarder at the skate shop as well. He was like one of the pros, and he would always help me out. He was always help like new skaters out. Trying to get them a good deal on boards and just trying to help them out, like keep them pushing and stuff. So I mean, I would always see that skate shop doing quite a bit at the local skate park for
Mhm.
sure. But I think it's that comes. I mean, a lot of the skate shops are doing that to this day in Cape Town in South Africa. So um I mean, it hasn't changed. I mean, there's just been more and more skate shops and distributors, and I mean online stores now as well. That's also doing a lot for skateboarders in South Africa for sure.
That's awesome. And so growing up, was it hard for you to stay on top of like upcoming skateboard videos, fashion, skateboards and stuff like that? Was it a lot harder for you to stay on top of that? I mean,
It was.
knowing from like, United
It
States already has
was.
their stuff going on in South Africa. By the time got to you guys, it
Yeah.
already been like what, 6 months or something, or be
Yeah.
longer?
Yeah. It definitely was. I mean, for example, like I couldn't get like a Thrasher magazine or a Transworld magazine. Like at the skate shop or something. We'd have to go to like another store, another bookstore that would be bringing them in, and we don't really know when that's going to happen. So for me, it was difficult to kind of stay on top of like what was happening,
Mhm.
um, like all over the world. But I mean, I mean, obviously we had the skate shop and we had the skate videos that was there, and they were also selling a lot of skate videos back then as well.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's how I kind of got into like the know before I get the magazines and know what's happening, and things like that. So I mean, all the videos would come out. They bring in, like, for example, the new range of Osiris footwear, and with that came the new video.
Mhm.
And we did like all go to the skate shop. New footwear came in. They're gonna play the video. New boards, flip skateboards. Flip already just came out. It was, yeah. That's how it would go, and we'd always know. Like the guys in the skate shop would always like let us know. Yeah, we got boards coming in, pull through. We got a new video, so we go and watch it. And I mean, that's kind of how I got in the know. I mean, aside from the internet as well, and just watching. I mean, all I would kind of see was like watching YouTube, like tempo videos,
Mhm.
or whatever was out there really. That's how I kind of just kept myself in the know. And then the magazines were expensive when it came in.
How
So
much, can I ask?
back then, I mean, it was like probably like 100 rand,
A
and
100 what? 100 bucks or 100? Oh, 100 rand.
100 rand.
Okay.
I'm not sure the conversion of that, but in US, but back then it was super expensive, and I mean, I wasn't. It was, for me, it's like all my pocket money for the
Mm.
for the Thrasher magazine. So I mean, I wouldn't think twice. I'll go for sure. I'm buying the Thrasher magazine for sure. I don't know when the next one's coming out. um, so I'm taking this one for sure. We'll figure it out afterwards. But so yeah, that was the way I kind of stayed in the know
Yeah.
of everything.
And so for the viewers, so 100 rand is what, $20, 20 American dollars?
Probably around that amount for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean back then was 100 rand was a lot, especially I mean I was just skating all the time out, as a kid, and I would kind of like save up for the magazine, and
Mhm.
I mean, like I said, wouldn't think twice. Like I'm buying this magazine for sure.
You're like, I am saving my 100 grand, and I'm gonna buy this thing, dude. That's awesome. But yeah, I just want to let the viewers know like the difference, because in South Africa, it's us Americans can come there and with a thousand, I think it's 1,000 rand, or 500 rand or whatever,
Yeah,
we can live like a king out there because everything to us is like cheap, but it's not cheap to you guys,
yeah,
you know.
it's cheap. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, yeah. I mean, I hear a lot, like a lot of skateboarders and friends of mine say it's like so much cheaper when they come out here. But I think, I mean, for skateboarding, it has become more accessible
Hmm.
and for everybody. I think over time, I mean, like I said, there's so many skate shops, so many distributors, so many just people in the community that is involved in making skateboarding accessible in so many different ways. I mean, we have obviously we have quite a big platform in skateboarding right now, and it's called Clued Skateboarding,
Okay.
and they produce like a lot of South African like skate videos. They just came out with a new video right now, and I mean they like including a lot of skateboarders and new skateboarders, up and coming skateboarders,
Hmm.
um, into videos as well. So there's a lot of connection for us as skateboarders, not just where I come from, but Johannesburg, Durban, everybody, is involved in this. So it's really good. It's good for skateboarding. It's good for South African skateboarding, definitely.
And has like a huge skate scene over there, doesn't it? Don't they have like a huge skate park over there and all that in Durban?
They do. We were at the skate park today. It's called the beachfront skate park. So it's right on the beachfront, like right in front of the beachfront, and
Hmm.
it's like it's massive. It's huge.
Wow.
Um, it's quite big. I mean, there's some obstacles that are quite big. I mean, we were out there and fighting for tricks today. So um, I just came back from a proper session at the beachfront skate park today with everybody. So I
Uh,
mean, it's a really good park, and I think one thing that's super important about Durban Beachfront Park is that it's super iconic for skateboarding in South Africa. It's been around for years, man.
Yeah, because I know I
They-
know a lot of Durban surfers and stuff like that that come out there and they kill it in
no, it's
surfing.
actually like it's actually a really good skate park for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So to travel around, do you have like sponsors, or do you have to like pay out of your own pocket to travel around the world and stuff, to contests, to film video parts and stuff?
Yeah. It depends, where I'm going and what I'm doing. So, for example, like contests and stuff, sometimes the sponsors will help. Sometimes I'll be out my own. Sometimes there'll be competitions that, like, if you make it into like a certain position, you get like all expenses paid type
Mhm.
thing. Um, so there are like means and ways to do that. So I think, yeah, there's like a lot of different ways to do that, but a lot of the time there has been you know situations like where I'll like pay my own way or use like the prize money from the previous contest or something. I mean, it really helps to do that as well. But I mean, yeah, I mean, for me, like I try to get to as many contests as I can, and I mean, I think the the organizations like the contest itself, like tour coordinators and stuff, they help quite a bit. I'll let them know like, um, I'm looking for accommodation. Can you help me out? They'll say, cool, we got a room for you or something like that. Or like I'll maybe know a skateboarder and they'll say, look, we got a spot for you to sleep for the for the contest. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of support, definitely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you gave us an edit. Tell us about this edit we're about to watch.
Yes. So that edit is a little bit from my last video part called Left Field. And I mean, it was just myself and a couple of filmers. One of my good friends, Lyle Minna, and Owen Wilson. We got another filmer from Cape Town as well called Zahir, and we kind of just went out filming. I had this idea of this video pod. I've never had my own type of, let's say, solo video pod. It was always for something else, or like a skate mag or something. So I've always wanted to put out a solo video pod that was kind of, my whole idea was kind of everything being very unexpected. um for example, like the tricks and stuff, be doing wall rides and things like that, which is like very much out of my element. But I think this is something I just wanted to do, and just kind of put something out there that was people didn't expect. So we put it out there, put it out into the world, and people were stoked, and I was stoked with the way it came out, and I'm stoked to did my my first like just solo video part. So I was really stoked with it, definitely.
Cool. You ready to show the world?
Yes, I am ready to show the world Cape Town skate spots, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.
All right. Here you go, world. This is Jean-Marc's part edit right here. Let's check it out. There you go. That was a dope part right there, dude. I liked it, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching.
That was sick, dude. Take us back to the day of you doing the Ghetto Bird over that gap, right? Or was it the gap or the gap?
Double set?
The Ghetto Bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the double set. Yes.
That double set is, yeah, that double set was rough. I mean, I went back three days to do that. I think it was just the just like the ground, like all the bricks were uneven, and you had all the run up you could ask for, but you had all the run up you could ask for with uneven bricks all the way from start to end. So it was like, you couldn't really have it all that day. So I mean, I think the first day I went there, I got close. The double set is not like, it's not too high, but it's super long. So you got to go really, really fast and really pop your trick. So I got super close, and I just came off wrong at one of them, and I just said, like, I'm done for the day. We'll come back. Came back the second day, and I did like 2 or 3, and the wind picked up like super bad. Yeah, and I just started. I said to myself, okay, cool. I'm here right now. I'm just gonna pop and see what happens. Pop the board, and the wind just took my board right from under me. I'm like, well, we're done. I know, I know where this goes, and I'm not trying to find out today. Came back came back the third day, and I wasn't talking. I was just like, I'm going in. I'm not warming up. I'm going straight to just jumping down the stairs right now, because I'm not trying to see where this goes. The outcome needs to be this land right now. So friend sets up the camera. I set up my just like another camera on the other side, and I just start jumping. And I mean, by the time I like 3 or 4 like bales, my t-shirt is torn, and I'm feeling it like proper. And I'm just like cranking up the music. I had like crazy, like I had like Motorhead, just like cranked it up like all the way, and I was just throwing my body down the stairs. I mean, I don't even remember the land really. I just like remember the one attempt where I just like threw myself down this double set. Land, just heard the ground, just like all the uneven bricks, and I just stood there. I was like, I'm leaving. We're done. I'm never coming back to this spot. Yeah, but I mean, it was like such a memorable moment, because I spoke about doing this for maybe like half a year, and I just never went there. And then it was a really like motivating like process, because aside from doing a ghetto board, this is a trick I'm kind of like confident with. It was getting my mind back into that every single time.
Yeah.
Like, that was the part of the process I'll never forget, was like knowing that like day 1 and 2 was, my mind was there, but like I wasn't in the same frame of mind as I was on the third day. And I always like try to get that third day kind of mindset every time now. So I think I learned a lot in that process for sure, in the most painful way possible.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Hats off to you, man, on that trick, dude. That was a dope trick, dude. Down that set, man. It was how many stairs was that?
It was a 3 flat 4, I think. But the gap between the stair sets was, man, it was big.
It looked pretty big. So it was 3 flat, and then 7, or flat 4, whatever.
Flat 4, but like the gap between the 2 set of stairs. I mean, it was one of those sets of stairs where you go up to and you go, I'm not gonna ollie this, because if I ollie first, I'm gonna freak out. Like it was it was definitely one of those spots. I'm like, I'm not gonna try to ollie. I'm just going for my trick, because I'm gonna freak myself out. And yeah, let's just get the trick.
That was a big set, dude. That was a big set, man. That was definitely a big set. I was trying to get my eyes on that thing, so I was like kind of like curious about that. But yeah, that's a pretty big set, man. Hats off to you on that, man. And just who are your sponsors right now?
So I got some support from Adidas, Oakley, Garmin, and I got support from Munzi Water. It's a South African brand as well. I got support from Munzi Water. So it's water. Yeah. And I got some support from Primitive and Johannes Skate Shop, which is also in South Africa as well. So got some flow from them. So got a bit of flow from trucks, from Broad Trucks as well, and Connection Wheels from USA. They've been around for some. Yeah. So I got some support, and I'm super grateful for it. Definitely. I mean, everyone has known me since I was a kid, so it's support, but it's also family.
Yeah, definitely. And do you feel it's hard to get sponsored living in South Africa or in another country? Do you feel like it's harder to get sponsored?
I think it is. There's quite a challenge in South Africa, because it's obviously, there's skate shops, a lot of skate shops, but a lot of distributors and things like that. But I think there is quite a challenge, getting sponsors, for sure. I mean, I've seen it with other skateboarders as well, for sure.
Okay. Well, congratulations on getting your sponsors, man. That's awesome, man. And do you have anything coming up for 2025?
I do. I'm actually filming another video part, and I'm like taking my time with this one. I mean, I just filming another video part, a bunch of new tricks I'm starting to learn, and just doing like combination tricks, being creative, and just kind of just putting my ideas into action with that one. And on top also that I'm also going to compete in the World Cup skateboarding, so
Oh,
I'm really
cool.
really stoked about that.
And that's for
I
Olympic
haven't
for
been
next
out
year, right?
for Olympics is going to be that will be the World Skate Contest, and that will start in June, I think, end of
Okay.
June. I think the first event is in Italy. Um, I think we still have to do our qualifications for that. I'm
Mhm.
not sure if the previous qualification is gonna stand, but previously was at the last Italy contest. So we'll see. I think the contest we'll know before June if we have to do a qualification. But in that time frame, there's going to be World Cup skateboarding
Mhm.
circuits, and I'm really looking forward to that because I've never been to one of those events, and yeah, I've always just been able to I've watch my favorite skateboarders at it. So when we started
Yeah.
speaking, I was like, wow, this is real. um this is happening right now, so I'm really stoked about that. And just to be a part of also the what's happening in Cape Town in South Africa right now with all the national events going on with KDC. It's really making an impact on skateboarding in South Africa. I mean, I'm seeing so many skateboarders at
Mhm.
each event, uh, and even doing the demos right now, so many skateboarders getting stoked and just sparking that that fire, and it's
Mhm.
really stoked. I'm stoked to be a part of it, just to be a part of the development of it. So there's a lot going on with in South African skateboarding for sure. um a lot of new events, a lot of new brands coming in for sure,
Mhm.
and a lot of new videos coming out, not just from my
Oh yeah,
side, but
like
I
what?
know a lot of new local skateboarders dropping video parts this year. So I'm
Okay.
really looking forward to that. I mean, a lot of skaters, a lot of talent out here. And I'm really keen to see what they put out in the streets for sure. I mean, I get to see them at contests and skate parks and stuff, but I know they've got footage.
They they
They've got.
they're gonna one up on you, huh?
Oh yeah, no, they've got footage. I know their skills for sure. Like they keeping it low key right now, but I know
They don't want you to
for
see it,
sure.
John. They don't want you to see it. They're like, ah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
don't show Jean-Marc that, man. We don't want him to see what we're
yeah.
doing.
Because my next my next question is gonna go, where's the spots? Like that's my next question.
And you're gonna be like, okay, where's that
Oh
spot at? Okay, there it is. That's
yeah,
rad.
yeah. And I got their phone number, so
So what else? You got anything else coming up? Anything like tours or anything or what?
so there's like talk of more tours like this one that will be
Mhm.
happening throughout the year. So we're just gonna get confirmation on that. And hopefully, there'll be more, international skateboarders coming through as well. I know that, I mean, obviously we have Alex Mazurov right now. He's down here with us doing the tours. So
Mhm.
I think I'll be going to more places in South Africa
Mhm.
that I've never been before. So I mean, I always just see skaters from those places, posting footage and stuff. So I'm really keen to see it. I mean, not just South Africa, but I think if if it can branch out into Africa and in different parts of Africa, I
Mhm.
think that would be super impactful for sure. Like I mean,
Yeah.
I get to speak to everybody like on Instagram, but I think it's time that we put it together and we have a session together, South Africa, all the other parts of Africa, at their
Yeah.
local skate parks. I think that's something we need. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
definitely
awesome.
going to push for that.
And do you feel skateboarding has helped a lot in Africa or South Africa? Have you seen skateboarding grown a lot more?
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, not just skateboarding, the industry, being built by itself, but skateboarding in South Africa being impactful to other industries. That's something I've noticed quite a bit. Um, I mean, just from you look at just advertisements and not skateboarding advertisements, like skateboarding
Mhm.
is picking up so much in South Africa that it's everywhere. It's become such a household thing that before it wasn't like that, and now it is that. This, you see it on TV, you see it on, just adverts that, that's not necessarily a skateboarding advert. So just with that being said, just shows how much skateboarding is growing in South Africa and how much it is making an impact, you know, outside of skateboarding.
Mhm.
And with that, obviously, the city, the country, and everyone around skateboarding just become, kind of welcomes it, and is just so open to helping it grow. That's the main thing. I mean, for that, we have so much skate parks in Cape Town, and public skate parks at that as well. I know that there'll be quite a few skate parks coming up in the future for sure.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And I'm glad that skateboarding has grown out there, because I mean, there's so many good skaters, and and there's a lot of countries out there, or townships and stuff like that don't have anything for these, except soccer and stuff like that. But seeing kids out there skateboarding now, and cities, or or countries or whatever, are starting to build skate parks and around Africa and everything. So that's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? Like, you giving them something else to do.
Definitely, man, definitely. And I think, like, I mean, there's also different schools. I mean, that, like, there's skateboarding programs at these skate parks as well. I mean, we have a public skate park in Hout Bay in Cape Town, and it's huge. For example, there's a school there called Ziad Skate School, and he has skaters from Hout Bay coming into the skate school, into the program. They learn, they learn skateboarding for sure, but they learn a lot of life lessons, and there's a lot of other, other things that they learn in the process that's really good for them.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like a year-long program. I could stand corrected, but I think it's a year long or more. And I mean, this is amazing for skateboarders. I mean, from that area, and areas like, Hout Bay, with public skate parks. It's so important to have something like that for people to be involved in. Definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then one last question. Any shout outs you want to say to anybody?
Definitely. I
Don't forget anybody. Hey, don't forget anybody, because they're gonna come up, they're gonna say, "Hey, man, you forgot about me, man."
Yeah. I mean, I wanna thank my wife, Roxanne Johannes. She's been with me from, day one, supported me from day one to this day. My friends and my family and her family, and all the skateboarders I grew up skateboarding with back then, and obviously to now. I mean, I have friends that I grew up skating with, that I still skate with to this day, and everybody that supported me, all the sponsors that support me to this day, support my dreams, and like my friends like that I film with, like Clued Skateboarding, KDC, for everything they're doing for skateboarding right now. And there's just so many people that are involved in skateboarding in South Africa that I'm giving a shout out to everybody for what they're doing. Some of it we see, some of it we don't see, but they're making an impact, and that's important. So thank you to everyone that's doing that.
Definitely. So you hear that, everybody out there? If you've got you guys, just let's let them know.
Definitely. And shout out to you for this opportunity. I mean, I'm so stoked to be here. So thank you.
Definitely. We'll meet one day, man. Maybe I'll come back out to your way, out to Cape Town.
You have to.
We'll have to have some bull tongue and Roy boys and meat pies, and skate some parks.
Oh, definitely. That's a full day session. After that, you have to come up.
Definitely.
For sure.
Well, cool. We'll stick around, because are you ready to check out Levi Robin perform?
Definitely. I'm super stoked for that.
All right. Well, stick around, man. And hey, thank you so much for coming on, man. You're killing it, dude. Jean-Marc, you're definitely killing it.
Really appreciate that, Tommie. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you to everybody for watching. Really appreciate it.
Definitely. Well, stick around, because we got Levi Robin coming around.
Nice. Let's go.
What's up, Levi? How you doing?
What's up, Tommy?
How was the drive up?
It was
Or drive down,
beautiful.
actually?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And where you live?
Day. I live up in North Hollywood.
How was it like up there?
Oh, it's nice. I'm still kind of getting used to the lay of the land out there.
Yeah.
But Southern California is generally where I grew up, so it's nice to be back.
Oh, yeah. Well, what part of Southern Cal?
I grew up in Huntington Beach.
What?
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in Huntington Beach?
Not too dissimilar. A lot of skaters and surfers, and just I think as time's gone on, I realized more and more how unique it was growing up in Huntington.
Yeah. And did you skateboard at all?
Yeah.
Growing up?
I definitely skateboarded until I was probably my early teens, and I didn't get that good. I mean, I could certainly ride and enjoy
Push a
riding
little
into
bit.
that SoCal breeze, but in terms of tricks, never could get that kickflip.
You weren't jumping down the 8 stairs, 10
No, I
stairs,
didn't.
or anything like that?
I think I'm like, if I fell, that would probably. But kind of as my friends were all kind of taking that next step in their skating and surfing was when I was picking up a guitar.
Okay.
So I was kind of around it, and I would just kind of serenade them while
That's
they were
awesome.
doing their thing, and I would be working out my tunes, and
Yeah.
imagine like a summer's day in an empty swimming pool, and
You're just jamming out.
yeah, I'm just in a lawn chair, they're skating.
They're calling you up, yo, Levi, come over here and jam out while we skate.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And when did you started playing at 12 years old, correct?
Yeah, about 12 and a half.
Okay. And what got you into playing music? Was it like parents got you, like, put music in your ears and stuff like that? Or what got you into
I
it?
definitely grew up around a lot of music. My mom was a classical musician.
Oh, what? That's awesome.
Through college and everything. And so she's the real deal.
So she was the one that more inspired you into it?
She's the one that I think gave me my ear and sensibility towards music and melody. She tried to get me to do piano lessons as a young kid, and I
You were like,
did
no.
not allow that to happen. But when I was 12, I was at a friend's house, and his dad just got him a red Fender Stratocaster.
What? Sick.
And I was just looking at that thing, like, would you let me hold it? And he lets me hold it, and he puts it in my lap, and I don't know what to do with it. And I just remember hitting those strings and the resonance kind of going into my chest, and it was just like my soul popped out for just a second and went right back in. I was like, what was that?
And your friend was jealous because he's like, dude, I've been trying to play this for a while.
No, I didn't know how. I mean, it didn't sound like music probably.
Oh, okay.
Some strings, but just the raw
Yeah.
vibration. I just knew, I'm like, wow, this is intriguing.
That's awesome. And then that's when you started getting more and more into it, or
Well,
what?
it took me some time to convince my parents to get me a guitar. Probably like 6 months. I'm just telling them, no, it's not going to be another thing that after a week, gets lost under my bed.
Well, what other things did you try before that?
I don't know, just different toys and
Oh, okay.
stupid things along the way.
You're like, oh, you know what? I want that Transformer, but
Yeah, I don't know. You see a commercial or you see your friend has something, and it's not always real. Sometimes it's
Nah,
just.
I know what you mean. I used to be
influence.
a big Garbage Pail Kids fan, and I liked
Yeah.
that. And then people were like, oh, well, I'm gonna take that. You know.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna use it anymore. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but no, that's pretty cool. And then, so you got more into music and skateboarding. Not in the skateboarding, but skateboarding has inspired you a little bit more to get into music, correct?
Well, I think just being around skateboarding culture, and I was also in the punk scene around that time in terms of music, and just it offered a glimpse into a different way of living that I really liked.
Okay.
I liked the sense of freedom and just hanging with your friends, and all you need is just kind of like an open, beautiful place, and you grab your boards and you hang out for the day, and it's just a beautiful way to live.
That's awesome.
And I liked that, and I liked that, you didn't really need much to be happy in life living like that. You have your board and you have the streets and you have your friends.
Yeah.
You know, you have the ocean, and
And
it was just
all
a
you
simple and beautiful way of life.
And then you're playing music. That's kind of like what you said. It's kind of like brought your soul out.
Yeah.
But also too, it inspired you to let people hear yourself through music and everything. Because whenever you hit those tunes, it goes out, and people will be like amazed, you know, or hypnotized by what you're playing. You know, did you feel like that when you started?
When I first started playing, it was a strange thing playing for people, because the songs that I was writing were coming from just a very personal, alone place, like me writing songs in my bedroom. You know, and then, you know, I'm trying to sing all those songs so quietly to not wake up my sister, you know, across, you know, on the other side of the wall. And
she's hitting the walls.
So all my early music, you know, it was all super soft, almost whispering, singing, and, you know, and then when I started playing for people, they're like, "What the heck are you saying? Are you singing something?" And I'm like,
"Are you whispering?
Oh, okay, I'm going to have to open up my mouth a little bit more and project or something." But it's been a process, and generally people have always been super nice and receptive to my music.
That's awesome.
I haven't really gone through adverse reactions of people being, you know, just like, "Oh, that's terrible."
But they end up loving it, you know.
But I don't know if everybody loves it, but I think it sounds agreeable enough for most people.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. And do you another question too is do you feel like music has inspired you to who you are now? Like, has it helped you grow and learn in between life?
Yeah, quite mysteriously so. Music and kind of the creative process of writing music opened me up to something new and kind of out of left field in my life. I was always into sports and whatever things, but I never really was into arts, creative things, and I don't know, I just didn't really have that type of dimension in my life in the way I thought about things. But just kind of, just naturally and without an agenda, just continually playing guitar and learning music and getting interested in listening to different things, it all just had its way of opening me up to a more inner world of emotions and perspectives, and kind of seeing that is actually its own powerful engine in the undercurrent of life and how it unfolds. And I sort of, song by song, was just kind of following that into the unknown. I didn't really know where the heck that was taking me. I just knew that there was something almost underneath the surface that was calling me to move on forth.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. And then when you're writing these songs, you know, from 12 years old to now, what do you sit there and like kind of meditate, or do you have to like close yourself off and like from the world to write these songs? Because some of your songs are amazing, you know, like Lion's Den and stuff like that, you know, like makes me wonder, like, how do you come up with all that?
You know, sometimes I wonder the same thing. After all these years, it's not like I feel like I have more control over how it all happens. I obviously need to have a guitar and something to write something down on, but besides that, you know, I'm continually surprised. And sometimes I go a long time without writing a single song, and I wonder, have I lost it? You know, I really don't feel like I have like that type of control over it, and so it's not like I can just necessarily, I'm going to put myself into a meditation, and then I'm going to sort of draw down that song. It's more like I have to set up my entire life to be present and bring in consciousness more into present day-to-day and human things, and then that sort of sets me up for when there is a certain type of alignment and there is a certain electricity in the air, and I almost just know, like, run, grab a guitar, grab a pen. It's happening. Like, there's almost like a figurative earthquake that starts happening. Like, I start, how animals will start sensing an earthquake coming, a minute before we feel anything.
Yeah.
It's like same thing. All of a sudden I'm like, whoa, something is coming, and I need to get myself ready for that.
Yeah. You don't have a typewriter that there, and you're just sitting there waiting for it to hit you.
No, but that'd be cool.
That would be rad.
That would be cool. Dylan used to type out songs on typewriter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. And so you're been, a lot of people, listen to your music and they compare it to like Bob Dylan and the Mumford and Sons and stuff like that. How's that make you feel that like people compare your music to that? Knowing those are such legends.
Yeah, firstly, it makes me feel honored.
Yeah.
That people would ever sort of connect me with artists and musicians that have played important roles in their life and the things, music in a person's life is it's kind of magic. Mm-hmm. I remember being a little kid just on car rides with my folks, and just whatever was playing on the radio was like the soundtrack to my life.
Yeah.
As I'm just staring out the window and looking at the world go by.
Yeah.
And I didn't know at the time, but all that music has a super deep place in my life till this day, just because of that. So if somebody comes to me and tells me that my music sort of hits a similar point in them, that something that they love does, or something that's been meaningful for them in other parts of their life, I'm like, wow, that's a huge honor.
No, it definitely is. Because think about it. Bob Dylan and those guys, they were just like you. You know what I mean? Traveling and writing their music and stuff like that. So that's kind of like I see why people would say that or write that about you. It's because I listen to your music and I see that same thing, of that style and stuff. So it's very amazing.
Thank you.
And you've been on the road a lot. So, you've been traveling a lot?
Some years I was on the road a lot. And sort of the last few years, I've almost disappeared.
Oh, what? We'll talk about this. You almost disappeared. Okay. Where'd you go? I'm sorry if I asked.
No, it's nothing so crazy, but it's all good. It's I'm married and I have
congratulations
3 beautiful little girls.
Yeah, congratulations, dude.
Allowing that to be the priority in these early tender years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And do you feel your family has inspired you a lot with your music?
Absolutely. I like to think of my songs as almost like an essential oil drop, where it's like I have 99% of my life doesn't necessarily have anything to do directly with music and songwriting and all of this, but that 1%, but that is my music and has the job of almost taking the sentiment and almost like the subliminal sounds and feelings and movements of like the music of life and bringing that into a 3-minute, 4-minute song of hopefully a potent drop that you get the fragrance of it.
And you're just like, That's awesome. And do your daughters ever ask you, hey, Dad, can you play a song for me before I go to sleep and stuff? Did they ever ask you that?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Whether I'm actually picking up a guitar and playing for them, or whether they're just asking to put on music that I've already recorded.
Have they seen you perform yet?
They're huge fans, actually. My oldest, as a baby, came to a bunch of shows.
That's awesome.
But not really. They're usually in bed.
They're usually asleep.
Earlier than that.
That's awesome.
Later, I look forward to them, growing up and getting to tag along with me on a lot of this stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back a little bit. I know I went ahead. Sure. You were in a band when you were younger.
I wasn't.
Tell us about this.
Yeah. I was 15 and I started a band. I met this kid in school who played keys, and my next door neighbor had picked up the drums, and he had a friend in his church who could kind of play anything. So we put him on bass. And it was called The Dazed Youth.
The Dazed Youth, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first gig?
I do. It
Were
was
you-
at
were
a
you
place
nervous?
called Hoagie Bar Michael's.
Okay.
It's probably not that far from here.
Were you nervous when your first gig or what?
I'm still nervous for every gig. I was probably less nervous then because I had less
Less hair.
knowledge of what it means to actually hold ground in a whole space of people
Yeah.
focusing on what you're doing. But I remember I didn't know how sound check and all that worked. Like what do we do when we get there? So I tried to act mature and go find the sound guy, introduce myself and
Yeah.
our band and ask him what we do for sound check. And he just looks at me and he says, "What, you want an effing deli tray with that too?" And that was my
You're like, oh, okay,
that
cool.
was my welcome, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
not what I thought, But so I was instantly humbled and put in my place, and went on. We plugged in and got quick sound level and played.
That's funny, dude. That's definitely funny. And did you get nervous? Did you sweat? Do you have like a certain thing that you do whenever you perform? Do you have a ritual that I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like that you
Well,
do?
almost like the whole day before I play a concert, I'm feeling it.
Okay.
Like there's a certain anticipation. Like I know that I'm about to do something that's important. And I don't really like to call the type of feelings with that nerves anymore. Because it's not nerves. I'm not scared. I feel just kind of it's more feeling the weight of it. Like I feel a responsibility, whether it's 1,000 people or 10 people or even one person. I feel a certain responsibility that if you're going to stop whatever else is going on in your life and focus on what I'm doing, I better have something that's worthy of your life.
Yeah.
So, I sort of sit with that
Okay.
all day, and I can't really help it. So rather than avoid it, I just kind of go into it, and I go deeply into it. And then by the time I get to playing the concert, it's like I'm ready. I'm ready to kind of give almost like a soul offering. It's like I'm ready to
Just get
close
into
my
it.
eyes and sing from the depths of my soul for you.
And then you open up and you see everybody clapping and cheering and hollering, saying your name and everything.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't even pay that much attention
Really?
to it. I'd almost prefer if people don't clap and don't.
Okay.
I almost feel like culturally people feel they have to clap. But sometimes the silence after a song is so, I don't know, like pregnant with a certain light and
I know what you mean.
deep presence that I almost want to tell people, you don't have to. You could just let that
Just let it air out.
sink in, But at the same time, I appreciate it. That's nice. And it's, I'm grateful that because it's a display, people want to give something back. I mean,
Yeah.
you just made them feel something, and they like, okay, I'm gonna
You're gonna get
reflect something back to you, and it's so nice. It's so nice to bring the music out of its very private sphere in my own workings with it,
That's awesome.
and allow it to kind of have a life beyond me.
That's awesome. And then you tell us how, you went on tour with Maj Shahu. How did that all happen? Like, when did he find you? Did you? Oh, I mean, tell us that experience. I mean,
I was 19 years old. I was living on a mountaintop in an ancient city in Israel.
okay.
It's called Tzfat, and this is skipping a lot of things, but I had a whole sort of spiritual awakening that I would say songwriting was the catalyst for. That was opening me up. I started meeting a friend who was the son of a Hindu monk who got me into meditation. And we started exploring different types of thinkers from like Alan Watts to Terence McKenna, and prepared ourselves for deep dives into psychedelics and exploring just kind of the depths of raw experience. And one to skip a few, I end up finding mystical teachings within Judaism. I was a Jew. It didn't mean a whole lot to me up until that point. But I was so fascinated by my friend Arjuna that he came from an ancient, spiritual heritage where he comes from, and I ended up finding out that I also come from an ancient people
Really?
with a deep spiritual heritage, and it was just kind of mind-blowing for me to uncover some of that. And that ended up leading me to go to Tzfat is actually famous and known for Kabbalah, for the mystical teachings, and it's just kind of in the air up there. So I spent some time there.
Enjoying it
and
finding
not
yourself.
thinking about this at all. I obviously had a guitar with me. I always had a guitar in my hands and the shirt on my back. That was the way I was living. And, I was minding my own business. And this guy walked into where I was one day looking lost, and I asked him, "Are you lost? You need something?" And he's like, "I want to learn some of these teachings with you." And I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." And we ended up getting to know each other. He was into arts and he said he traveled around and liked to meet artists. I didn't know what he meant by a lot of it. I was like, "Well, do you play music?" And he's like, "Yeah, I play some." I'm like, "Oh, so let's go back, where I have a guitar and we can play some music together." And he's like, "All right." I gave him the guitar. He hardly knows how to play music. He hands me the guitar, and he's like, "Do you have anything original?" I'm like, "Yeah, I actually write songs." So I close my eyes and I play him a song, and I open up my eyes. And here's this guy. He was 6'5", bear of a guy, and he's standing now. And he just starts yelling at me. He's like, "I hate people like you. I know exactly who you are. I know you have so many songs that you're probably keeping to yourself behind your bedroom door. And whether you like it or not, I'm going to make sure somebody hears your music. Because it can't stay like this."
Yeah.
And I was just kind of taken aback. And I was like, whoa, I'm... like 19 years old, just trying to
live life,
explore life a little bit right now, but thank you, maybe. Anyway, a year later, I'm back in the States, and I'm on the East Coast, and somehow he gets a hold of me, and he's like, "Hey, come hang out with me today." And I'm like, "No, I'm still learning in a yeshiva, and it's kind of serious, and I'm not really just gonna play hooky. Give me some notice."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, you should really come right now." I'm like, "Dude, shut up. Just leave me alone." And then all of a sudden there was this awkwardness, and I realized, it was a second voice that had said that. I'm like, "Sorry, who is this?" And he's like, "Oh, this is Matisyahu."
Oh, no.
I'm like, "Oh, sorry. What's going on?" And he's like, "Yo, my boy here sang me a song of yours I remembered from you, and I'm here with my management, and we want to hear more." I said, "Okay, that's interesting. Let me see what I can do."
Yeah.
I got the green lights from everybody who ran the place to take off for the day, and I got on the train and went to the Upper West Side. Met them in a hotel room. Yeah, it was beautiful. I played him one song.
What song was it?
It was "Breathe Easy."
Okay.
You know that song?
Yeah.
It's on the same one as Lion's Den.
Yep.
You had mentioned.
The EP you gave me at the...
exactly. Yeah.
But let people know, we met each other in 2014.
Yeah, Tommie says we met in Florida, of all places.
St. Petersburg, Florida, at Janice Landing. It was right after the show of Matisyahu. You're out there selling your EPs to everybody.
Yeah, we didn't get them even printed yet.
No.
Because I'll tell you, so this meeting where I met Matisyahu was 3 weeks before that tour.
Oh, really?
So I played him one song, and I open up my eyes after this song, and again, there's somebody 6'5" standing in front of me, but this time it's Matisyahu, who's also very tall.
Yeah.
And he's standing, and he just throws his head back, and he says, "Hallelujah." And I'm not even kidding. Gives me a hug.
Were you sweating?
I'm just like, wow, that's nice. I'm expecting, music industry people.
Like sitting back. Like,
maybe if we change everything about you,
let's change this image of you.
Make this work. But
were you nervous?
It was really nice. Yeah, I was nervous, but I had a long train ride.
Okay.
To kind of sit with that. And by the end of the train ride, I knew sort of where I needed it to be in a certain place of surrendering to whatever was unfolding. So again, I took out my guitar and I closed my eyes
And just played.
the song like I always do.
That's awesome.
And that was great. He sat back down and he's like, "This is crazy. I'm going on an acoustic tour. 3 weeks. You gotta come with me." And his management was like, "We're gonna sign you. We're gonna rep you." and then they're like, "Oh, we gotta get you something to bring on tour, like some recordings." So they set up for me to go. They flew me to Alabama.
Okay.
The management at the time, he had in-laws who had a farm out there. There's this beautiful farmhouse.
Was it like Birmingham area or what?
It was
Or Montgomery?
probably an hour or two outside of Birmingham,
Okay.
because it was in these kind of flat top mountains. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah,
on the border of Georgia.
I'm from Florida. I'm from Alabama area, Florida.
Oh,
So,
no kidding.
so I know that area
So that's
pretty well.
all
Yeah.
pretty foreign
Yeah.
to me, so I don't know it that well.
beautiful
But that
out
was
there.
gorgeous, and I had such a great time out there recording that. We only had a few days to do it. My manager, Jason, at the time, brought in just a guy from the Atlanta scene, packed up his home studio, brought in his car, picked me up from the airport, went to the farmhouse in Alabama, set up shop,
Yeah.
and in a few days recorded that EP. And then a week and a half later, I was on tour, except for the EPs weren't printed yet. The CDs weren't printed yet.
I remember.
So every day before the shows, I was, just burning CDs out of my manager's
you telling me
laptop
that.
every single time, just with a a marker, just labeling it. And if I had to do CDs, I'd probably do it like that again. Doesn't get better than that.
But think about your venture. How crazy is that? 12 years old from Huntington Beach to getting into music, playing your first guitar and being in a band, and then being 19, living in Israel and doing this, finding your spiritual self and holistic and everything, to 2014, you're in New York, meeting Modest,
Yeah.
and then 3 weeks later you're on tour.
Yeah.
And then now, you're it's amazing. Your venture is you could write a whole story about it. Wrote a whole book.
Maybe one day.
Look, I'm giving you a light bulb
Maybe
right
one
now.
day. It's like I was just with my cousin the other day, and I was telling him, we were just reminiscing over some wild experiences that unfolded over a whole road trip that we took. I turned 18 on that trip, and I'm like, dude, you know how many movies we could write just on a few things that happened on that one trip?
See, I'm giving you light bulbs now.
So it's like, now that you're kind of putting out the timeline like that outside of myself for me to see, it's like, there is a story there somewhere.
Definitely. And you're about to perform a song with us. Tell us
Yeah.
about the song we're about to listen to.
So actually, I want to play you a song that is just released. It's actually the first taste of what new album is going to be coming out.
Okay.
And,
And what's the name of it?
I'm not ready to release the name of the album
Okay,
yet.
guys, this is exclusive. You're only going to see it here.
But this song is called "A Whole Is a Broken Heart,"
Okay.
and it's kind of a paradoxical statement. "A whole is a broken heart," and kind of the inspiration just for that idea, for that evocative sort of line in the song, comes from like a teaching that's a few hundred years old, from a Hasidic spiritual master named Menachem Mendel of Kotsk, the Kotzker Rebbe. And he was like this super sharp, I don't want to say Zen, but some like very sharp, could say a lot in a few words type of a thing that you could then kind of chew on for years and keep getting more out of.
See, I like this.
And so that was this type of teaching, and he had said that there is nothing so whole as a broken heart. And I think what he was getting at is like, have you ever seen somebody who just went through something tragic, or maybe even like the loss of a loved one, or they're so crushed that they glow. That there's like a light around such a person. There's if I even dare say, like a holiness that emerges out of the depth of what happens on the other side of the broken heart. Because what's breaking in a broken heart is everything that doesn't matter. All of a sudden, when something breaks your heart like that, you know so clearly what is life, what's important, who you love, and that all comes right to the forefront in an effortless glow.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a song reflecting on how life can really kind of knock you up, like knock you around, and
Yeah.
you can get, you know,
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
you know, all the obstacles, things like this, you can get totally spun around, and years can go by, and you can not know where you are in it. But you know, when you can find that sort of heart of flesh on the other side of the walls that surround it, just from living and dealing with the hardness of life and the frictions and all these things that make us almost want to not allow ourselves to feel so deeply anymore.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes when we feel like things are misaligned, or like we're broken, or like our life just doesn't seem like it feels right, like I am where I need to be. That's like an exile from our own soul.
Yeah.
And sometimes our heart needs to break.
Yeah.
The things that are external need to kind of fall down to allow what's behind it, the heart of flesh and one's spirit, to reemerge. And everything comes to place when that's our core.
Yeah.
When the things that we do come from that deep-rooted core place of being. Just watch and behold, you know, the miracles that unfold in your life.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a song that's reaching deep into the darkness of just the harsh reality that is the world most of the time.
Yeah.
And yet, sometimes you can even harness, like in Tai Chi, you can like harness energy and flow with it in a certain way. You can almost take the opposition and the obstacles of life in the world and use that and allow the heart to break and to become even more broad in your capacity to experience and to feel and to be attuned.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm ready to hear this song.
Cool. Let's
You
do
ready,
it.
ready to jam out to
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
All right, here we go. We got Levi Robin right here.
I've been torn down, tripped up, spun around, but I've seen right here inside of me a light that flows to my nose perpetually. Come as you are, whole as a broken heart, and what's done is done. Keep on keeping on. The many voices crippled me, entered into my holy of holies. But now I know there's a place where I must go alone, face to face, on my own, with you alone. Come as you are, whole as a broken heart, and what's done is done. Keep on keeping Come as you are, whole as a broken heart. And what's done is done. Keep on keeping on. Come as you are, whole as a broken heart. And what's done is done. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
Dude, that was such a beautiful song.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Tommy.
honestly, that really touched me because, you know, I've been through so much in my life the last 3 years. So, yeah, I definitely get it, you know. Got a little teared up in there a little bit, but, you know, held it in. But it was a beautiful song, man. Like, I mean, what got you to write that? Was it an experience or just kind of a spiritual thought? I mean, like, what got you to write the song?
Well, thanks, man. I'm glad it resonates. I wrote that song, or the beginnings at least of what would become that song, I wrote when my first child, I learned I was going to be a father.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been just kind of reflecting on what do I have to say to a new person coming into the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of a song where, you know, it's not a normal song you would think you would write for a child or something like that. Not at all. It's more like, it ended up being almost like a last will and testament.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, you know, I've been torn down, tripped up, and spun around, but I've seen right here inside of me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a light that flows. So it's kind of juxtaposing and giving a real picture
Mm-hmm.
of what you're coming into,
Yeah.
being born into this world, which is,
It's challenging.
there's going to be challenges to your left and to your right,
Yep.
forwards and back.
Yep.
But when you look within, you'll realize that you have everything that you need,
Mm-hmm.
and you're here for a reason. And you know,
Yeah.
you can do this.
That's true. It's
So it was
definitely
just,
true.
I felt the need to be very real, in addressing.
You were very real.
Yeah.
Very real. And a couple questions to ask you. So you're a Hasidic Jew, correct?
Yeah, I'm very inspired by the teachings.
Okay.
of
And
Hasidus.
and that inspires you a lot of your music now, or has it always inspired your music in the past? Both.
Well, music's definitely started before.
Mm-hmm.
I found, you know, these particular teachings and ways of sort of integrating the teachings through actual sort of practice and ritual.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I would say it's symbiotic. Like they both kind of give life to one another in a way that it's not even clear how to separate them for me.
Yeah.
Music and sort of the creative art form, I don't know, it brings me deeper into my spiritual religious life as well. It gives that life and realness and kind of fosters a deeply personal relationship with God or the universe.
Yeah.
And that's been an important thing for me to have throughout all the different things that I'm sort of going through along this whole thing, to not lose myself,
Yeah.
you know, but rather to integrate and to find all the good sparks of truth along the way, whether, you know, going through my punk years or going through different things, it's I'm always finding sparks to gather and to learn from and grow, but to never get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
To never allow the waters to be stagnant, but that it should always be flowing.
It's true. 100% agree.
It should be alive.
Yep, I grunted agree, man. And you dropped a single recently, like what, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, that was the song I just played. That
Okay.
was the single. That's the first taste of what will be the new album coming out.
Okay.
Relatively soon.
Yeah.
And we'll give you a lot
But
more to sink your teeth
We
into.
got what, like 2 months, 3 months? I'm looking at my watch here, you know.
Yeah, probably something like that. I'm gonna give out a couple more songs probably.
Okay.
Before that, to allow people to
listen to
reorient to a little bit of the new sound and an approach of some of this music.
Okay. And do you have any tours or anything coming up or anything, or are you just more focusing on this album, get this album done?
Right now I'm focusing on this album. The touring and all of that will follow at the right time.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And where can people find your music? What platforms you can let people know?
You could stream it on all the platforms. I don't know, whatever is your choice, Spotify or whatever. Yeah. So you can basically find it on anything.
Okay.
Hopefully there'll be some more video content coming out too, so you can.
You hear that, viewers? Find them.
Yeah, stay
Levi,
tuned on YouTube.
Robin, on all the platforms, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, all that good stuff. Check them out, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
And then one last question. What can you say to the upcoming musicians that want to be where you're at or try to do what you're doing? Anything you want to say to those? I got you on that one.
If you're trying, I would say what was told to me when I was sort of taken in by some old blues guys way back in the day, and they told me that they have a saying: if you're trying to make money with music, first think if you can make money doing something else, because if you can, you should do that.
That's a good one.
So I would extend that. I would extend that, and I would say that if you can't help but do it, that you feel like you have something that must be, that there's something in your music that must be sung, that must be played for people, then you just kind of need to be unconditional in relation to it and go for it. And it doesn't have to be what anybody thinks success needs to be.
Yeah.
You know, every time you write a real song, that's success.
Yep.
Every time you play for one person, success. How could you measure, you know, the difference of what moving a person, one person, a whole world could be. So, like, we need to kind of give ourselves the grace to grow and develop and to keep on keeping on.
You hear that, guys? Levi said it right here. Keep on and keep on going, man.
Absolutely.
Don't give up.
Absolutely.
Well, Levi, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Right on, Tommie.
Congratulations
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on everything, and stick around because we got Saar Millis coming up next. Hey, what's up, Saar? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
What time is it over there right now?
Like 10:20 p.m.
Damn, so it's nighttime over there. So you already got done with your session and everything,
Yeah,
huh?
no, I'm good. I'm good. I kind of did not skate today. Rolled my ankle yesterday, but we'll be fine.
What'd you do?
I did like front 50 back 3 on like going like up a hubba. and like
What?
my board kind of flipped under me and like kind of landed on it awkward, and I rolled my ankle. But it's fine, it's fine. Like a weekend, I'm good.
Oh
Nothing
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, you're only what, 15, 16?
18. Come on.
Oh, hey, you're still young, man. All you need to do is
Yeah,
just,
I'm young. Some ice and it will be fine.
yeah, just throw some CBD on there. You'll be good tomorrow, man.
For sure.
So you're in Israel, and what's it
Yeah.
like? What's it like growing up being a skateboarder in Israel?
I feel like it's like perfect. Like for such like a small country, it's probably like the size of New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have around 50 parks. We have a park every like 20 minutes. It's crazy. Like we
Yeah,
have so many options. Like we have so many spots. Like lots of homies. So it's I feel like I had like the best experience as like a young skater, like going skating with my homies everywhere, filming everything. Just like what everyone wants, like good spots, good parks, good people.
that's awesome.
It's fun. Yeah, it's the best.
And what got you into skateboarding?
So like it's like sixth grade, I was like 12. I had a homie that was like skating, and like he was one of my best friends, and like I kind of started skating with him like for fun, nothing like too serious, just like sometimes going to the park. Like after like a year, he kind of said like, okay, I'm done. He broke his hand really bad, and he was like, yo, I'm done with this. And I was like, all right, I don't know what to do, because I'm having fun. Like I like skating, it's fun, but it's kind of weird to do it like by myself. So I said, fuck it, I'll try. And I kind of skated for a while by myself till I met like a very good homie of mine. His name is Moti.
Mm-hmm.
And then like we kind of started skating together, and then he like introduced me to Almog, that I kind of started doing lessons with him.
Mm-hmm.
And after that I started working with him. Like that's what I do now. We teach together. He has like a skateboarding school here.
Okay.
Like I was taking skateboarding lessons with him when I was like young. Then I started working with him, and like from there, like I kind of started knowing people, and like, you know, kind of everyone started skating. Like
Yeah.
had friends to do it with, and from then it was like I'm just skating. Like they're my best friends still now. Like I skate with them every day.
Mm-hmm.
Moti lives like 5 minutes away from me.
Oh, 5 minutes from you. So he
Yeah,
was
like
sorry to interrupt you, but he basically like put you underneath his arm and basically
yeah, he was like, yeah, come skate with me, come like hang out with me. He's like 5 years older than me. He's like 23.
Okay.
But he's the best dude. Like best homies. Like, and from there, I started like kind of meeting other kids like my age. Like I have a very good homie named Liam. He skates with us with Mudcat. Best homie. Always travel with him. Like my travel guy everywhere. That's the boy. And like dude, and Asaf and everybody, dude, fucking the best. All the homies. Like after a while, when you get to know like everybody, and like you pick your best homies, and like that, dude, that's the best. I feel like I have the best crew.
Yeah. And do you feel like you having the best group of homies to skate with like helps you out with your skateboarding? Do they
Dude,
motivate
for
you or what?
sure, for sure. I'm like, I would not like be as, I don't know, like on the level that I am now. Like I'm not saying I'm like a crazy level, but I guess I'm kind of good, but I wouldn't be there without like them kind of helping me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's Almog kind of teaching me basically almost everything, and then like Asaf and the homies kind of like hyping me up when we go film, and like the homies them just like skating like a regular session at the park with them, and like hyping me up, like learning shit together, everything. It's just fun when you have like good people around you that like you can trust, and like you're gonna have fun skating with them. It's like way easier to progress, I feel like.
Yeah. And so do you have a lot of skate shops over there that support your skate scene?
We have Giris in Tel Aviv. Yeah, we have a couple. Um, I feel like I don't know, the shops in Israel are great. Like we have pretty much everything we need. Like we're never missing something.
Mm-hmm. So did you have a shop that you always went to when you were young and everything?
So yeah, when I was younger, I used to like skate for a shop named Willie.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a 15-minute drive from me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of started after like a couple of years. They were great. I was filming with them. They kind of exposed me to like the streets, to like go filming and like have like somebody hold the camera and like film. Like I don't want to say parts because I never put out a part with them, but we were filming. We were putting out like some clips here and there. And then and then I started skating for another shop called Borderline.
Okay, yeah, I know.
And then like recently some investor bought them or something like that, and they kind of closed out like their skateboarding part because they're like a surf and skate shop or something like that. That's what I know. I'm not like really sure about this, but then I kind of like stopped skating for any skate shop, and recently I started skating for like an upcoming brand called Faucets. It's like a homie of mine called Maz that it's kind of like we're starting to get there. Like we had one shipment and the boards felt great. Now we have another one on the way, and we're gonna put out some stuff soon. Like everybody's gonna see it. It's gonna be sick. Like I'm super stoked about it. Like finally, like good boards, and it's like a homie of mine. Like so stoked for him because like, I'm skating with like my homies, same team, same people.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the best.
And so like, being a skater in Israel, is it hard growing up to see all these like upcoming skate videos, get all this new products, stuff like that, and everything?
Like from like other countries or like
from other countries, from the United States and stuff like that. Like seeing like
so
videos.
like I feel like it's harder to like put your name out when you're from a smaller country and like you don't really have lots of like like main scene around you. It's more of like a local scene. It's not like big as the United States. I've been to New York twice, and I feel like only me being to New York twice, I feel like it was like, I don't know, the biggest skate scene I've seen, and I'm sure it's not even like one of them. Yeah. But it's like it's crazy, like seeing how many options you have like in other places. I feel like I don't want to say easier, but I feel like you have more opportunities than what you have here. But I don't know, it kind of like wants to make you push harder, It's like, yeah. I want to do it more just because it's harder. Like, I want to see if I can do it, Yeah.
And do you feel like this Israel skate scene is growing more and more, or is it more slowing down a little bit?
It's definitely grown. No, for sure. It's definitely grown. No, for sure. Grown. 100%. Right. Yeah, I feel like it's growing. It's going good places. I feel like it was like slowing down a bit like lately, but I feel like it's building up to going good places. And I feel like stuff with like, I know that Mudken does for like, I want to say the skate scene is very good, and I hope like, whatever Asaf is planning, I want it to like, come true, because I know he's going like, he wants to do like good stuff for the scene here, and it's important for him and it's important for me, Like if we don't have the scene, we have kind of nothing, because except that, like we really don't have anything, So I feel like it's important to maintain it and like keep it running and like keep making like events and bringing everybody together. It's important.
Yeah, and what do you see? What is helping growing that Israel skate scene? Is it like the 50 parks, small brands, or what?
I feel like it's a combination of like everything, like the fact that we have so many parks mean that in almost every city, everybody can start skating, It's like, no matter where you live, you probably have like a skate park at like 30-40 minutes drive max from you. And like, I'm exaggerating, Like dude, my home park is 15 minutes away from me, and like from my home park to like another 3 park, it's probably like 20 minutes away from each other. Everything is like so close, And like the fact that you have so many like opens up the door for so many like kids or everybody who wants to try, you know. It's like it's easier because you just have the access for it. And like upcoming brands just like, you know, like support the scene, support the locals. It's like it's the most important thing, you know.
And do you get harassed by a lot of because in America and other places, you know, we get harassed by cops and security guards and stuff like that. Are they more lenient out there and let you guys, hey, you know what, you guys just
Depends where you are. Like, yeah, I had experience when like security or cops were like kind of assholes, you know, like they took it pretty bad. But other times, like they were pretty cool with it. They let us skate for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then they're like, okay, like you've been here enough, you can go now. But it really depends on the spot. Like depends where you are.
And what do you prefer? You skate more street or you're more a park skater? Or both?
I just love skating. Like I don't care what I skate. I love skate. I started skating balls. That's my favorite thing ever. Skating balls feels the most like natural to me. It's the most fun for me as well. I love skating street at the park, you know, just like learning new tricks. Like, you know, where it's a park. It's easier eventually. Like you can learn stuff easier than the streets. And my favorite thing is going filming. Like, you know, that's what I love to do. I love like saving money, go travel, film for like 2-3 weeks straight, go back, work again, do the same thing over and over. Like it's the best thing. It's the most fun. I love it.
Yeah, no, definitely great. And I'm gonna go back a little bit. So do you remember the first time you dropped in the bowl? Like, were you scared? Were you nervous? I mean, did somebody like, hey, I'm gonna buy you a Coke if you or give
No, that was you remember
like
I told you like about my friend in like 6th grade?
Yeah.
So when we started skating, he was better than me, like for sure. He was like I want to say was like less scared than me. I was scared as fuck when I was like young, dude. I was a young Jit. I was scared, you know. I'm seeing everybody going so fucking fast. I'm like, dude, I'm not getting in there. I'm gonna
Were you going Mach 1?
Like, no, I was like walking down. I was like walking. So like on my home park, there's like a street section, and then like you go on. You have a roll in. You have like a metal ball section, then like a big ball section. And I was like, I could drop in on like the smaller ball section. That was like I could drop in there. I was fine, but like the bigger ball section was scary because like everybody was going fast, and like I was really scared to go. Then my homie went down, and he like kind of dodged someone, and that was like, dude, I'm not doing it. I was scared for like a week. And like one day I came back, went straight from school to the skate park, like by myself. Nobody was there. I was by myself, and then I kind of like took me like 10 minutes. I was standing there like sweating, being scared, but then after I did it, I jumped in. Then I was fine. Like from after you get like over the, you know, like the mental like fence that you have in your mind, like before you do something new, like after you get over that, it's pretty fun. Like you can learn, I guess.
Yeah. I think the first time I dropped in on a mini ramp, I was like 8th grade, and the kid I was that I was homies with, he was like, all right, dude, I'll buy you a Coke if you drop in. I was so thirsty, and I was like, fuck it.
I'm
Bow. Landed it. Got my free Coke.
Sick. That's sick. No, I wish mine was that cool. I was just like scared, then like I got over it and I jumped in. That was it. Nothing too
crazy.
I have like what?
You didn't get $100.
Did not get $100, unfortunately. But I do have like first time so before I started skating, you know, there were like those like surf skate kind of thing. Like I could do that. I could stand on that without falling down. Okay. So like my friend, like family friends, you know, we had like a picnic at the park. Like I was like young. I was like 12 or like 13, maybe about to turn 13. We had like a picnic at the park, like something random. And like a friend of my mom brought his board. And I kind of took it, and I could ollie like pretty okay. And dude, I was skating like skinny jeans, like sport shoes, like Nike sport shoes, like a tie-dye shirt, like some whack stuff, you know?
I'm picturing this right now. You know that.
Yeah, right? Yeah. No, You can picture it, dude. I'm itching like crazy. I was sick like 2 days ago. My nose is running.
No, you're good.
Anyway,
You're good, brother.
so like I'm like alling there, you know. I'm like alling on the side of the on the side of the road, like for like I don't know 20 minutes straight. And then I started kick flipping. And it took me like 30 minutes, but I landed one, and I still have a film. Like I still have the film of it. I can send it to you later, dude. It's so funny.
Send it to me later.
But that was like basically the first time I got on my board. Basically, like, because I did not have like a board of mine. I was like kind of skating if my homies had a board or something, you know.
Yeah.
So that was sick.
That's awesome, man.
But that's it, dude.
So, I mean, you gotta think about it. It's been in your blood since you're what, 6 years old, 12 years old, or something.
No,
you know?
12 years old. Yeah,
12 years old. Yeah, been in your blood since then. Since the skinny jeans and tie dye shirt.
That's the skinny jeans and tie dye shirts, man. Bad times.
What was your hair? Was your hair like all like puffed out?
No, but it was bad. It was bad.
You didn't have it teased up or anything, did you?
No, I think I had like teased up on the sides. Like I had only like the top kind of thing over here, dude. That was bad.
No bowl cut, right?
No. I was doing like stupid shit when I was young. Like I buzzed my hair for no reason when I was like 14. That was awful.
Are you serious? Why'd you do that for?
I don't know. I just like felt like it. I like one day I just called my homie. I was like, yo, do you want to buzz my hair real quick? I was like, yeah, I'm coming over. Like, took it off. It was so awesome.
I've been buzzing mine forever, man. So you know.
Oh. No, you're used to it. For me, it was so weird. I felt like the breeze on my scalp. That was.
Oh, it feels good, dude. Because when you're skating, you're sweating. All that sweat comes down, and you're just like, man.
No, I'm good with my hair now, though. I'm fine.
I got a natural Jew fro. I am Jewish, so I got a natural Jew fro. So it's curly, natural curly. It's like a fro, you know. And I'm just like, you know what? Get it off.
Get it off. No, that's sick. Though.
And so you do. So you gave us this edit. Tell us about this edit we're about to watch.
So it's like me. There's like a few trips there. There's one trip I did to New York with my homie Liam. It was just me and him. We were just like with a camera. We have our HVX. Just went out, filmed everything. You know, we got a couple clips there. We were there for a month. That was like so fun. Mm-hmm. There's another trip I did very recently, like this summer, to Berlin. Then we went to Portugal, to Lisbon. We did like a week in Berlin, week in Lisbon. Unfortunately, I have a couple of chicks that really want to come back and do in Berlin because like I really want to do them. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're good bangers, but did not get anything really in Berlin. Then in Lisbon got a couple good tricks, and except that it's everything like me and Asaf are working like on here in Israel. Every Saturday we're going out, we're filming, we're trying, we're like traveling everywhere, finding spots, skating. That's it. It's like that's we do. Like we finish a project, we do a premiere. You know, we invite everybody see it, then we start working on another one. It's like that's what we do. It's the best.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta stack the clips.
Yeah, just stack it up. Just stack it up as much as I can. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Are you ready to show everybody?
Yeah, man. I'm down.
All right, guys. Let's check out Saar's video edit right here. Here we go.
Nice.
Dude, that was a dope edit, man. I liked it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it so much, dude. Been trying to like work hard for it, you know.
Yeah, and what was your favorite part of where you went? Like you say, you went to Portugal, you went to Berlin, you want to go back to
Like
Berlin?
you and my favorite like part of the video.
I mean, places you went to in this video. What was your favorite?
Oh, dude, Lisbon was so sick. I went there with one of my homies called Noam. So fun, had the best times. Lisbon was amazing as well. We met there with Omar. I don't know if you know him.
Mm-hmm.
Best dude, best homie, you know. Like
Mm-hmm.
he hosted there. Like we were with him for like a week. It was the best. It was fun times. Dude, that's it. Like that was probably like the most recent trip. So for me, it was like the most enjoyable.
Oh yeah, it's just because
But
it was just the weather and the
yeah, dude, the
atmosphere.
weather was good. We were skating. We were getting clips. It was fun. Like nothing went wrong. Just like a good trip, you know. It's like the best
Okay,
feeling. I
and and
like
you,
it.
and, and you guys dropped a video. Tell me about this video. Tell us
Yeah.
about this
So
video.
we were working on it for like a good time, for like a year maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Went out almost every Saturday to film everywhere, all around.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was probably like the most fun I had filming something, you know, because I was so stoked about like the final result. Even though I feel like I could do better, I was like so stoked like that it came out and like people saw it and they liked it and like made me happy, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
see like the hard work pay off kind of. But we want to go even more. Like we're trying to like to go harder, you know,
And
get
what's the
more
name of the
clips.
video?
I mean, Mud We Trust.
Okay, and where can people see that?
On Mudcan YouTube, like on Mudcan YouTube. I can send you the link. You can put it like under if you want.
Okay, and remember, viewers, go to YouTube Munkin channel, or is it like
Yeah, it's like Mudcan. You just wrote Mudcan, like
okay?
YouTube channel. It's like Mudcan YouTube channel.
So you hear that, viewers? MUDCAN channel. Go to their site or go to their YouTube. Check them out. I mean, these guys
Yeah,
are. I see all the video. Also, you can go to TSM Media. Type in search for Munkin video, and you can see it on there too. These guys
yeah. We
rip.
have more to see on the channel. Other
Yeah,
other videos we put out. A lot to
and,
see
and
there.
and take us to the day that you started filming. Like, were you like nervous? Were you like kind of
I
distressful?
don't know. That was that like I feel like kind of normal, I want to say, because we just like I was me and my homie, another homie of mine that was skating with the skate shop I told you about earlier,
Mhm,
Willie. He was kind of like the team manager then. His name is Ariel. He's also like a really good homie of mine.
mhm.
We just like went out skate. I don't really remember the first time. I just remember it like felt kind of natural because like we were skating lots together like at skate parks, so it didn't really feel any different. We were just on the street instead.
That's
But I
awesome,
felt
man.
like that it was pretty normal to me at least. I don't know. Didn't feel any like different than going out like to a normal session at the skate park.
And did you celebrate after you finished your video part? Did you go out and like just party with the homies and
Yeah,
stuff?
dude.
Or
After the premiere, we partied, everything. Yeah, dude, that was awesome. The premiere that we did for the last video was so sick. How it came out, like the place, everything, like the vibe, the music, the premiere,
Mhm.
the people that came, everybody was like hype. I was so stoked to see everybody like out there, and like I was stoked that we like put out the video and everything.
That's awesome, man. And I saw it myself, and it's definitely a sick video, man. All you
Yo,
guys went
thank
out
you.
there
We appreciate it.
and threw it down, and you know,
Yeah,
and
we work hard, and like it's like we're a family, so it's like so easy for us to work together, you know.
mhm. And a couple questions. So, is Israel skateboard scene like a more like a family more together? Like you guys are like all
Um,
homies and y'all work together, or is it
I
more?
feel like no, I don't want to say we like okay, we're all homies for sure. Like no beef with nobody, you know. Like
Mhm,
eventually, we have a pretty small scene. I want to say like not the biggest, So like obviously you don't want like we're cool with everybody. Like everybody's cool with everybody. I don't want to say we work together all the time. Like sometimes like there's other groups that works on their stuff, like Mudcan works on their events, and like I don't know, other brands work on theirs. It depends, but eventually, yeah, like we're all good. We're all like we all love each other. Like we work together all the time.
That's awesome.
Like yeah.
That's definitely awesome. And then this skate school you got that's going on over there. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so like Almog, I was doing like skateboarding lessons with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he basically taught me like probably like almost everything I know. Like he was there with me like from the start. He was like teaching me every basic thing you can even think of. And like after 2 years of skating with him, I like I got better like pretty quick, and I was having fun. I was getting better, and then I started working with him, and I've been working with him since I was like 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it's the best. Like I love teaching about skateboarding because I feel like it makes me better, because like I always talk about it, and I like kind of explain everything like step by step, like I break everything down to like parts. Makes me understand skateboarding better, I feel like.
That's awesome.
Like I feel like I can watch something and like break it down in my head to like understand it better when I try it,
Yeah.
And that comes from like teaching, I feel like, because like always talking about it makes you like kind of understand it more.
Makes you more hype, you want to get out there.
And dude, I can teach for like 3 hours, and like, dude, I've been talking about skateboarding so long. I need to skate now, like not talk about just skate, So.
And also too, you're stoking the kids, man. The kids are getting stoked because you're teaching these kids who never took on the board and all that stuff.
I'm so happy to like teach the thing that I love most to like other people, like open this like door of skateboarding to other kids. I feel like it's like I feel like skateboarders see the world like in a way more fun way like than other people,
Yeah.
So like I feel like everybody who skates kind of like sees the words like, I don't know, cooler, I want to say.
No, you're right.
No, like if you're a regular person and you walk up to like a stair set, it's like a regular stair set for you. But if you're like a skater, you're like, oh, like a stair set, I'll go up, I'll like look at it, like just like, because in my mind it's like what I'm used to doing, I feel like it's more fun.
I do the same thing too, man. When I go drive around, I do deliveries and I drive around and I'm like,
yeah, you always like watching out, like, oh, is there a spot? Look, is that what's that? Like, should I pull over? Should I stop? Like,
So I have to look and see if it's been touched before or
yeah, dude,
or anything.
Like, I feel like it's more entertaining, It's like,
yeah, like I just saw this one spot. It was like it's a marble ledge, and then you got a gap, like a single ledge. So you can do a gap over the ledge onto flat.
Sick. See, for a normal person, that's just like two random
ledges on the street.
Yet. Like, yeah. Oh, that's sick. Actually, where is it? In LA?
San Diego.
San Diego.
When you come out here, I'll take you to it.
Oh, dude, dude,
it's pretty high. It's pretty high. It's like this high, and then you got a single ledge like this, and you got a gap.
That's sick. I feel like I feel more comfortable skating like taller things, I want to say. I don't know.
Really? Why is that?
Because like it's weird when I say it, but it's weird for me to like, when I do something, I need to like use all my strength to do it to feel good, or else like it's kind of like fuck it. Like I cannot do like a sloppy kickflip, like I'll have to like pop the hardest, flick the hardest, like jump the highest, like just like to kind of fill my board, or else it's like it's not working for me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So like I just like feel more comfortable skating taller things, I guess. I don't know.
Let me ask another question. I ask you: is Slappy's huge out there or not really?
Dude, I love Slappy. Like I have a cruiser board, and I have like a Slappy spot like in my town. I always go there like once a week, kind of like Slappy for like an hour. I love it. I don't know if it's that big, but we have people that does them.
It's huge. It's huge over here.
No, dude, I know. I can see, like I see it on Instagram all the time. Like I see people slapping out them. No, but here I no, it's not that big, but I know people who does them. Like I have a couple homies who does them.
Wait, you should do a Slappy Sundays over there and get all the homies hang out and just do Slappy
Dude.
Sundays. Because there's a place over here I'll call Dewey's.
Oh, you guys do Slappy Sundays? That's sick. They bring
Yeah.
out like a Slappy ledge and like skate it all day.
No, because out here in California we got red curbs, and
Yeah.
you can grind them forever. I don't know what it is. You can just grind them and whatever.
Dude, the curbs here are also so good for Slappy grinds.
Oh, really?
Because like they have like they have like a little curb like when you get up, so it's way easier. Like you don't need to kind of bump into it. You can just kind of skate into it like more easy, you know.
Yeah.
It has like it's like this. It's not like
Okay.
straight. It's not like a
Well,
square.
when I come to Israel, we'll have to do some slappies on some curbs, man.
Dude, for sure. I'm down. I'm down with like slappy sesh, dude. It's the best.
Yeah, so I was saying out here there's a school called Dewey's, and this is nothing but ledges everywhere and slappy
That's
ledges.
sick.
And so people just roll up and like be like 20 cars rolling up. They have the grill out there, their chair,
Oh,
lawn chair.
that's sick.
Sit out there and do slappies
That's
and
sick.
eat and drink beer and hang out and smoke weed.
That's so sick, dude. No, we're like on Sundays it's like work a day. We go film on Sundays, you know? And then on Saturdays, no, Sundays like
Well,
Sundays for us
Saturday,
is like-
Saturday's Islam, so you can't really do it that much, right? Or not many people, or y'all don't really.
No, it's like it's maybe even easier, you know, because like there's nobody out. Like we could skate everywhere pretty much. Like
There we go.
not be bothered, you know.
Yeah.
Like no Sundays here, like it's like a regular weekday, you know. It's not like over there.
Okay.
Sundays for you, it's like how is it, holiday, like a day off, right? Not holiday.
Oh,
It's like a day
Saturday and
off, right?
Sundays. Yeah, weekends.
Sunday.
Weekends. Yeah, because we work Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sundays is like.
Yeah, so we work Sunday to Tuesday, and then Friday, Saturday is off.
Oh, I like that, dude.
It's almost the same. It's just different days.
Hey, but you know what? I do that here, so I'll work like Fridays. I won't work Friday, Saturday, but I have my Sundays off. You know,
That's
or
it.
I'll work Sunday. So that's why I do my shows on Sundays, because I have the Friday, Saturdays. You know, for Shalom. You know,
That's sick.
not many people know
you-
that, but that's between us.
Are you Jewish? I just didn't ask. Are you
Yeah.
Jewish?
Yes.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Were you born in Israel or?
Oh no, I was born in here in America.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Sick.
my dad's family and stuff came over from the Holocaust, so they got us
Oh.
put over
Oh,
here.
okay. I mean, yeah, sick.
Yeah.
No, I was born. I don't know if you know, but
Hold on, you broke up there. What was that?
I was born in Italy. I wasn't born here as well. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I was born in Italy in Turin, you know. Where it is?
Okay.
And then we moved here like when I was like 5.
Okay.
My-
Because I was
my
wondering, because
mom-
your English is pretty good.
Oh, thank you. No, I just kind of hate my accent. It's pretty weird. Except that it's fine though. No, but so yeah, I was born there, and my mom she was born here, where I live now, like in the same house, like here.
Mhm.
And she went to study in Italy, and like she
Okay.
met my dad, and then we moved here when I was 5, and my little brother was like 1 year old.
Okay.
So like I did there like just not first grade, like before kindergarten. I did
Okay.
there, and then like I came here for first grade.
Oh, awesome, man. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I was wondering how your English is so good. You know.
Oh, my English is not good because I'm Italian. That's for sure. The Italian can not speak English at all. I don't
Hey,
know
you're
if you've
doing
ever
excellent,
been
man.
there.
You're doing excellent.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if you've ever been to Italy, but people not speak English there. Like
Nah, I've never been.
almost nobody.
I think the farthest I ever been was out of this country was to South Africa, Cape Town.
Dude, that's sick. I actually really want to visit there. I've seen like I know Yam was there, and he like told me it was sick. And, like,
Yeah, well, let me know if you go. I got people over there that skate. You could
Oh,
probably
that's sick
meet
for sure.
hang out with and all
Yeah,
that
dude,
stuff.
for
Super cool
sure.
dude. Enough.
Yeah.
And two more things. So, what do you got coming up for 2025? Anything? New videos, new
Dude,
parts?
I'm working. Dude, we were done with the video, and like I told you, just started working on another one. Already got some clips. Just got a clip like 2 days ago. Like we're working
Okay.
on it. You know, we're
Okay.
working on it. Yeah.
And any turning pro anytime soon with any board brand?
Dude, I wish. It's hard. It's hard to put my name out there,
It's gonna
hard.
happen, man.
Yeah, it's gonna happen someday, for sure.
You just gotta
We're
manifest
gonna,
that.
yeah, we're gonna keep working for that. Yeah, for sure. Soon. Let's hope soon, dude. Let's
All
hope
right,
soon.
I got my fingers crossed for you, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, if you're a pro, you gotta send me your first pro board because I got Tomer's first pro board.
You'll be the first one who's gonna get. I promise you, for sure.
I got you recorded now.
Oh, you got me hot now.
And one last question, or not a question, but any big shout outs you want to say to anybody?
Dude, big shout out to all my homies. Big shout out to Mud Cam. Big shout out to Mog, to all my homies, to everybody. Love everybody.
Hell yeah.
Just shout out to everybody who loves skating. I love you. We're good.
There you go. You hear that? Everybody? Hear that out there? If he forgot you let him know. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, sorry. Well, thank you so much for coming
on,
man.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you for.
And I wish you the best of luck in your ventures and everything, man. You're killing it, dude. Just keep up the flips, man.
Thank you
All right,
so
homie.
much.
Take
thank
care.
you for the stuff that you do, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Thanks. Yes.
Well, this is a wrap for TSM Live Show Season 8, Episode 3. I'm your host, Tommie Zam. I want to say thank you to our guests for coming on True Skateboard Mag. Thank you for Jeff from West Coast Skate Supply for letting us film this episode. And thank you to all our sponsors for making this season happen. Tune in next month because we're going to be out at HB Patio. I'm going to leave you guys with Levi Robin.
Truth is surrounding, light is abounding, death is not ending. Yeah, my heart is bounding on heaven's gates. I'm sounding blast from